Paris lights up beautifully at night. Hey there, food lovers and dream chasers. Welcome to an absolutely wild tale you won't believe. Picture this. The greatest chef in Paris, the city of croissants, crepes, and culinary magic, isn't a fancy human in a tall hat, but a rat. Yep, a tiny, whisker-twitching rat named Remy. Everyone said he couldn't do it. But wait until Paris tastes his dish. Buckle up for a light-hearted, surprising, and whimsical journey that'll leave you hungry for more. Let's get cooking. A bustling Paris street, then a zoom into a cozy alley. Our story kicks off in the heart of Paris, where the Eiffel Tower sparkles and the air smells like fresh-baked bread. Down in the shadows lives Remy, a small gray rat with big, curious eyes and an even bigger dream. While his family rummaged through trash cans, Remy gazed at restaurant windows, his tiny nose twitching at the scent of garlic and butter. Remy sits on a ledge, eyes glued to the chef flipping a pan. He wasn't like other rats. Remy wanted to be a chef who made mouths water and hearts sing. But here's the catch. Who'd ever let a rat near a kitchen? Remy sneaking into a kitchen, dodging a broom. Everyone said he couldn't do it. His dad grumbled, "Cooking's for humans, Remy, not rats." Even the humans he spied on would scream if they saw him. But Remy didn't care. He practiced in secret, scampering across counters, sprinkling spices like fairy dust. Sizzle, pop. He'd whip up tiny recipes with whatever he could find. Remy excitedly flips through a cookbook with his paws. One night, he vowed, "I'll show them all." But how could a rat prove he belonged in a world of pots and pans? Hey, kids, ever seen a rat cook? No? Well, stick around, because Remy's about to shake things up. A rundown restaurant, La Petite Bistro. Fate had a surprise in store. Remy wandered into a little restaurant where a young chef named Linguini was struggling. His soups were blah, his sauces were black, and customers were walking out the door, show Linguini spilling a pot, looking panicked. Then, chaos struck. Linguini knocked over a soup pot, and Remy, hiding nearby, couldn't resist. He darted in, tossing in herbs, a dash of salt, and a pinch of magic. When Linguini served it, the customers cheered. It was the best soup in Paris. Customers are loving every slurp of this delicious soup. Linguini was baffled, until he caught Remy red-handed. After a moment of shock, he saw the truth. This rat was a genius. Together, they hatched a plan. Remy would hide under Linguini's hat, pulling his hair like a puppet to cook. And so, their adventure began. Now that Remy and Linguini have teamed up, let's see what delicious trouble they stir up next. Remy's in charge, guiding Linguini through the kitchen chaos. With Remy's talent and Linguini's hands, La Petite Bistro turned into the hottest spot in town. Customers raved about the creamy sauces and perfectly spiced dishes. Remy danced across the kitchen, tossing ingredients like a tiny maestro. Remy spins a spoon while Linguini plates the dish. But success came with a shadow. Chef Skinner, the sneaky head chef, smelled something fishy, and it wasn't the bouillabaisse. He spied on Linguini, determined to uncover his secret. A serious food critic on a TV screen. Things got even hotter when Anton Ego, the toughest food critic in Paris, announced he'd visit. Known as the Grim Eater, one bad review from him could shut the restaurant down for good. Remy and Linguini had to step up their game. Remy nervously nibbles on a tiny crumb. Everyone said they couldn't impress him. A rat and a rookie chef? No chance. But Remy was ready to prove them wrong again. Imagine being a rat with the fate of a restaurant on your shoulders. Talk about pressure. Chef Skinner's sneaky, net in hand, ready to catch. But just as they found their rhythm, disaster loomed. Chef Skinner caught Remy scampering across the counter and locked him in a cage, shouting, "A rat in my kitchen? I'll ruin you." Linguini freed Remy in the nick of time, but the kitchen staff saw everything. Gasps filled the air. "A rat's been cooking our food? Wow. Did you see that?" The staff just dropped their ladles in shock. The doubt hit hard. Everyone said he couldn't keep going. Customers would flee. But Linguini stood tall, saying, "This rat's my partner, and he's the best chef I know." Anton Ego shows up as the health inspector knocks. The big night arrived. Anton Ego sat waiting, pen in hand. But then, bam, the health inspector burst in, tipped off by Skinner. "Shut it down," he barked. Remy hid, heart pounding, as Linguini stalled for time. Linguini juggles plates while Remy sneaks by, super stealthy. With time running out, Remy had one shot to save the day. Could he whip up a dish to win over Ego and keep the restaurant alive? Everyone said he couldn't, until Paris tasted his dish. But would it be enough? Remy's getting pumped up to cook with some epic tunes. The kitchen was a whirlwind, spices flying, pots clanging. Remy raced to create something extraordinary. But just as the dish hit the stove, the inspector stormed closer, and Skinner grinned from the shadows. Would Remy's dream crumble, or would he pull off a miracle? Don't go anywhere, the tastiest twist is coming up. Remy wraps up a vibrant ratatouille, looking proud and happy. With the inspector breathing down their necks, Remy crafted his masterpiece, a simple ratatouille, bursting with flavor. Linguini served it to Anton Ego, who took one bite and froze. His icy glare softened as memories of his mom's cooking flooded back. Ego smiles warmly as memories flash back. The room held its breath. Then, Ego dropped his pen and said, "This is perfection." Lively headlines and a buzzing restaurant vibe. Anton Ego's glowing review saved the day. The restaurant thrived, and when he learned a rat was the chef, he nodded in awe. "Talent hides in the strangest places," he said. Everyone who doubted Remy ate their words and his food. Show humans and rats dining together. Remy even opened a tiny bistro of his own, where rats and humans shared meals in harmony. Visuals: Remy smiling, Paris glowing. And so, Remy's dream came true. He showed the world that with heart and a sprinkle of courage, anyone can cook, even a rat. Pattern interrupt narrator. Who knew a rat could outcook us all? Maybe I'll hire one for my kitchen. Kidding. Or am I? Don't miss these amazing end screen visuals. Wow, what a tasty adventure. If you loved Remy's story, you'll flip for our next video. Click the end screen to watch it play to witness the wildest cooking journey ever. It's packed with more surprises and fun for kids, moms, and everyone in between. Like, subscribe, and share this with your friends. Let's keep the whimsy cooking. See you soon.